Welcome back. Today we're doing a full face of makeup products that I absolutely hate. So join me, get a snack, get a drink, it'll be fun. Ugh, I've been so busy over the last 2 days doing the one thing I hate the most, which is decorating. I moved in 5 years ago. Please tell me why I have decided to redo my living room again. For almost 6 years now, every year, without fail, I have redecorated my living room and kitchen, specifically those two. Tell me why I keep feeling the need to redecorate. I get bored with the same things every single day. The back of my legs are now burning because I've spent the whole day yesterday sanding the living room floor because Bright Spark over here has decided that she's gonna stain the floor instead of just buying lino or laminate or something or just doing what a normal person does. Okay? So now we're here and my legs are burning. I'm going to do a full face of makeup that I absolutely hate and you could not pay me to repurchase. This is absolutely no shade to these brands because most of them, I do love the brand, but the products or the shades just aren't working for you, girl. Okay? So I'm probably going to get loads of hate for this first one, but I don't care. Illamasqua Beyond Veil Primer. Okay. Why do people love this? Please. Why? First of all, the consistency, it's like jelly, which I don't love. I want something that's like a moisturiser. I don't want something that's literally like jelly. What the fuck? Look, watch. It's like cold custard. It's awful. Just disgusting. I'm going to take some of this and I'm going to put it all over my face. I just feel like this is a really overrated primer. Like, for the price that it is, I feel like you can get so much better. Convince me otherwise. You know, when there's primers out there like the e.l.f. gripping primer and the NYX gripping primer and Laura Mercier primers, all of them beats this, okay? I don't like the texture that it gives your skin once it's dried. It dries too quickly. It's just a very weird product. Like, it's a glowing primer, but it dries so fast. It just feels far too strange for me. Maybe that's a sensory issue, but I'm gonna say I hate it, okay? Fight me. Right. Wouldn't normally mind a primer giving you this sticky texture because obviously that's what the e.l.f. one does, that's what the NYX one does, but this one I feel like it's not that kind of sticky. It's like my son has had a lollipop and then come and rubbed his lips all over my cheeks. It's sticky, it's uncomfortable, it's weird. This next one I'm probably going to get absolutely slaughtered for as well, but it's a Mighty Fine brow pen from Benefit Cosmetics. If you are going to sell a product for the price Benefit have sold this for, I would expect it to last for more than a week. And that's actually being generous. I don't even think it lasted a week before it started really running out. You see that? No? Exactly. So this, I feel like it would be an amazing product. It would be absolutely fantastic. It's got 3 really fine bristles at the end. It would be absolutely wonderful if it wasn't for the lack of pigment there. Where is the ink? Where is it? It is very good, I guess, if you want the most natural looking brows anyone has ever had in their lives. Or, you know, to look like you're wearing nothing. I'm so sorry, Benefit, but the next one that I really don't like is the 24-hour brow setter, and the reason is it just doesn't do anything for my brows. If you're from any ethnic background, I feel like you're probably going to relate to this because we have thick hair. The 24-hour brow setter was not made for our hair. It's made for Caucasian hair, I think, and really fine hair. Eyebrows that you can tame. My hair, you cannot tame. Also, just like, what is it really doing? Is it really doing anything for you? If it isn't, let that man go, okay? Next is a brand that, you know, we're boycotting, okay? We're not doing this. It's 2025 and there is no space for people to be joking about domestic violence. And that is e.l.f., which is a massive shame because their gripping primer really is the shit. And now we've got to look for a dupe or an alternative because they want to decide that it is acceptable to be joking about domestic violence, to use someone who jokes about domestic violence in their campaign. These are shades medium warm and rich chocolate. It's actually running out, thank the Lord. At least I'm not wasting any makeup. I'm going to use these to just contour and highlight instead of using any foundation because believe it or not, I don't actually own any foundation that I hate. Loads that are not the right shade for me, but not any that I hate or dislike in any way. Really running out. But good because no. e.l.f. And I say that with a heavy heart because like I keep saying, I love the gripping primer. They do amazing products. But I'm not willing to support a brand that is going to openly use someone like that for a campaign. Some Urban Decay all-nighter setting spray to try and revive. Next is the Colourpop Woo Me Pressed Powder Blush. Colourpop I do absolutely love as a brand, but I feel like this is just very patchy. It doesn't go on smooth like other blushes do. And I also just think this shade in particular just doesn't suit me for natural everyday glam. But that is no fault of Colourpop, that is just preference. It's giving Patchy the Clown. Next is another really loved one, but I just don't like it. I feel like for everyday use, again, it is not good. It is best for creative makeup, in my opinion. It is the NARS Pot Concealer. This is shade medium 1.5, which is macadamia. It is far too thick and quick drying and just cakey feeling and looking to be wearing on a day-to-day basis. I feel like it is intended for more creative looks, which isn't a bad thing, so no shade to NARS. Ashy. That is my own fault because I should have got the right shade. I haven't got the right shade for my skin tone, which is why I look ashy. We're not here to judge. So I've just done my eyeshadow off camera because I don't own any eyeshadows that I don't absolutely love. Every single eyeshadow is good for something, okay? I don't own any patchy ones because they go straight in the bin. We ain't got time or patience or any of that for patchy eyeshadows, especially when we use them every single day. So we're moving on to mascara, and that is again a NARS one. I'm sorry, it's a Climax mascara. I know a lot of you love it, but it's just not for me. Okay, it's just not for me. And the reason is I just find the brush far too big for my eyes. I have very small eyes with very straight, dead straight, tiny short lashes. This wand just wasn't made for me or people like me, and that's fine. Not every product is. But the other issue for me with this is that it is not waterproof in any kind of way. I know it's not supposed to be waterproof. I won't be crying, my eyes won't be watering, everything's going fine, and then I'll look in the mirror literally 10 minutes after applying and it's all under my eyes. Like, why is that happening? I know some people apply powder to the lashes so that it doesn't do that, but I am a mum and I just simply don't have time for that. I am looking for the quickest routine that is still flawless for everyday makeup. I don't want to be pissing about putting setting powder on my eyelashes. Like, are we trying to blind ourselves in 2025 or what? Huh? Damaging behaviour. Lip liner's up next. The Colourpop So Juicy Plumping Lip Liner. I love the shades, I love the brand, I love everything, I love the formula, I love how it goes on, but it just doesn't last. And maybe it's because I've tried the Huda Beauty lip contour stain now and I can't go back. I can't go back. I'm going to have to buy every single shade because I cannot go back to anything else. If you're wanting something long lasting, It's hoodie all day, every day. So I'm sorry Colourpop, because I do love this, but it just doesn't last. It is far too creamy. I will also just say I'm not too keen on the plumping effects that it's got in it. I don't feel like that should be so prevalent in a lip liner. That should be just left to the lip products itself. You know, the lipsticks and whatever. For lip gloss, it is the NYX Fat Oil in shade Living the Cream. I'm so disappointed that this one is on the list too, but I really thought she'd be so much more pigmented than she is. She's just not giving what she's supposed to be giving. I really thought it would be more pigmented than this. I also thought it would make my lips look glassier than it does. Just a very basic gloss, and it's also very hard to apply. I feel like the applicator is not making it an easy job at all. And again, that's probably just preference. It's like dragging. I've got to like drag it along my lips instead of it just gliding on them. I do like the way it looks after it's been sat for a minute, but it's just very overhyped, overrated. I think because of that I expected a lot more of it, and it hasn't lived up to those expectations, shall we say. But yeah, that was a full face of makeup that I absolutely hate, or that just doesn't work for me. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe if this channel is your vibe. Love you. Bye. Mwah.